Clásico just a football match or something more? When Real Madrid and Barcelona step onto the pitch, they carry more than just the hopes of their fans. They carry the weight of history, culture, and politics. But here's the real question. Is this rivalry truly about football, or is it a battle for something much bigger?
From the fiery clashes of El Clásico to the passionate battles of the Northwest Derby, these rivalries are more than just matches. They are cultural phenomena that captivate millions of fans worldwide. And what about the Super Clásico in Argentina, where Boca Juniors and River Plate face off in one of the most passionate encounters in football? Let's explore into the historical contexts, iconic matches, legendary players, and the unparalleled fan culture that make these rivalries truly epic. Stay tuned till the end of the video to uncover the stories behind these unforgettable showdowns and discover why they continue to ignite the hearts of football fans around the globe. Segment 1, El Clásico, Real Madrid versus Barcelona historical context. El Clásico, the fierce rivalry between Real Madrid and Barcelona, dates back to the early 20th century. The origins of this rivalry are deeply rooted in Spain's political and cultural history. One of the defining moments was the controversial signing of Alfredo Di Stefano in the 1950s, who was initially set to join Barcelona but ended up at Real Madrid. This event intensified the rivalry, symbolizing the broader political tensions between Catalonia and the Spanish central government, especially during Franco's regime. Iconic matches, El Clásico has produced some of the most memorable matches in football history. The 5-0 thrashing by Barcelona in 2010, known as La Manita, showcased the dominance of Pep Guardiola's team. Another unforgettable match was the dramatic 3-2 by Real Madrid in 2017. Barcelona won this game, where Lionel Messi scored a last-minute winner, celebrating by holding his shirt up to the stunned Bernabeu crowd. Key players. The rivalry has been defined by some of the greatest players in football history. Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo, two of the most iconic figures, have left an indelible mark on El Clásico. Messi with his extraordinary dribbling and goal-scoring prowess, and Ronaldo with his athleticism and finishing ability, have elevated the rivalry to unprecedented heights. Fan culture. The atmosphere in the stadiums during El Clásico is electric. Fans from both sides create a cauldron of noise, waving flags and chanting passionately. The intensity of the rivalry is palpable, with fans contributing to the spectacle and drama that make El Clásico one of the most anticipated fixtures in world football. Segment 2, the old firm Celtic versus Rangers. Historical context. The old firm rivalry between Celtic and Rangers is deeply rooted in the religious and political divisions of Glasgow, Scotland. Celtic, traditionally supported by the Catholic community, and Rangers, backed by the Protestant community, have a rivalry that extends beyond football. This divide has fueled intense competition and sometimes violent confrontations. Iconic matches. One of the most infamous matches was the 1980 Scottish Cup final, which ended in a riot involving both sets of fans. Another memorable game was Celtic's 6-2 victory in 2000, known as the Demolition Derby, where Henrik Larsson scored a stunning goal. Key players. Henrik Larsson, with his incredible goal-scoring record, and Ali McCoist, Rangers' all-time leading scorer, are two legends who have left a lasting impact on the old firm rivalry. Their contributions on the pitch have cemented their status as icons in the history of this fierce competition. Fan culture. The passionate and sometimes volatile nature of the fans is a hallmark of the old firm rivalry. The atmosphere in Celtic Park and Ibrox Stadium is intense, with fans creating a hostile environment for the opposition. The rivalry extends beyond the pitch, influencing social and cultural aspects of life in Glasgow. Segment 3, Super Clásico, Boca Juniors contra River Plate. Historical context. The Super Clásico between Boca Juniors and River Plate is one of the most intense rivalries in world football. Originating in the early 20th century, this Argentine rivalry is a clash between two of Buenos Aires' most successful clubs, The rivalry is not just about football, it represents the social and economic divide between the working-class Boca and the more affluent River Plate. Iconic matches. The 2018 Copa Libertadores final is one of the most unforgettable matches in Super Clásico history. Due to fan violence, the second leg had to be moved to Madrid, where River Plate emerged victorious. This match highlighted the passion and sometimes chaotic nature of the rivalry. Key players. Legends like Diego Maradona, who played for Boca Juniors, and Enzo Francescoli, a River Plate icon, have added to the rich history of the Super Clásico. Their performances in these high-stakes matches have made them heroes to their respective fan bases. Fan culture. The atmosphere in La Bombonera and El Monumental is electric. Fans go to great lengths to support their teams, creating a vibrant and sometimes intimidating environment. The passion of the supporters is a defining feature of the Super Clásico, making it a must-watch event for football enthusiasts. Segment 4. Derby della Madonnina. AC Milan versus Inter Milan. Historical context. The Derby della Madonnina, also known as the Milan Derby, dates back to 1908 when Inter Milan was formed as a breakaway club from AC Milan. This rivalry is a clash between two of Italy's most successful clubs, both based in the city of Milan. The derby is named after the statue of the Virgin Mary atop Milan's cathedral, symbolizing the city's cultural heritage. Iconic matches. The 2003 Champions League semi-final between AC Milan and Inter Milan was a historic encounter, with AC Milan advancing on away goals. Another memorable match was AC Milan's 6-0 victory in 2001, a dominant performance that remains one of the most lopsided results in the derby's history. Key players. Stars like Paolo Maldini, who spent his entire career at AC Milan, and Javier Zanetti, an Inter Milan legend, have been central figures in the Derby della Madonnina. Their leadership and performances in these high-stakes matches have made them icons in Milanese football. Fan culture. The San Siro Stadium, shared by both clubs, is a unique venue that comes alive during the Milan Derby. The rivalry divides the city, with fans creating a vibrant and passionate atmosphere. The choreography and displays by the supporters add to the spectacle, making the Derby della Madonnina a highlight of the football calendar. Segment 5. Northwest Derby. Manchester United versus Liverpool. Historical context. The Northwest Derby between Manchester United and Liverpool is rooted in the industrial history of the two cities. This rivalry is a clash between England's two most successful clubs, with a history of intense competition both domestically and in Europe. The rivalry has been fueled by the success and dominance of both teams over different eras. Iconic matches. The 1996 FA Cup final, where Eric Cantona's late goal secured victory for Manchester United, is one of the standout matches in this rivalry. Another key game was Liverpool's 4-1 victory at Old Trafford in 2009, a dominant performance that remains etched in the memories of both sets of fans. Key players, legends like Steven Gerrard, who epitomized Liverpool's fighting spirit, and Ryan Giggs, Manchester United's most decorated player, have been central figures in the Northwest Derby. Their contributions in these high-stakes matches have made them heroes to their respective fan bases. Fan culture. The atmosphere in Anfield and Old Trafford during the Northwest Derby is intense. Fans from both sides create a cauldron of noise, with passionate chants and displays. This rivalry is one of the most watched in the world, with millions of fans tuning in to witness the drama and excitement. These epic showdowns transcend mere football matches. They are cultural spectacles that captivate fans globally. The rich history, unforgettable matches, legendary players, and passionate fan culture elevate these rivalries to legendary status. From El Clasico's political undertones to the fervent atmosphere of the Super Clásico, these encounters are etched in the annals of football history. They embody the spirit, drama, and excitement that make football the world's most beloved sport.